FM.
Right, so before we get to Hussain Choonara, just make a note of this as well. Sentio is an ethically based asset management company that is focused on delivering superior risk-adjusted returns for their clients regardless of market conditions. Now, for more info on their specifically Sharia investment products, visit their website, which is sentiocapital.com. So that's SENTIO, sentio-capital.com, and start saving towards your investment goals today. Sentio Capital Management, invest for good. Sentio Capital Management is an authorized financial services provider. Okay, we've been chatting to Ashraf Gangrakar, and he's been pretty fired up all throughout Ramadan, but not today. He's got other plans being a Juma, although I think there's a pledge line that he touched on yesterday that the AMA is hosting, so maybe he's occupied with that. What we do have, however, is Hussain Choonara, another key member of the African Muslims Agency. So Hussain, I trust you're pretty fired up. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Uncle Ashraf, hope you can hear me. And shukran for having me on the show this morning, taking the place of one of the legends, Ashraf Gangrakar. I hope I do justice. I hope I can be as fired up as he was during the week, inshallah.
Well, he talks about your father being one of the legends, and that's another whole conversation as well, and you know that, right? Let's talk about seeking Allah's favor beyond our imagination. What do you mean by that?
You know, Uncle Ashraf, I'm no expert in this, and of course, many more qualified ulama and people out there who can refer to that topic. But you know, having traveled with Uncle Ashraf Gangrakar in different fields, you know, whether we've been to villages in Malawi, villages in Mozambique, you know, he's been to Lebanon, the refugee camps. And I just want to take the lesson. I'm not here to talk about, you know, Africa Muslim Agency as such, but just talk about, you know, about the experiences when you're there in the camps and villages. You know, we always say that Allah is testing us more than He's testing those that are receiving. And that is evident, you know, for example, when I sat in a village, and I remember Uncle Ashraf Gangrakar, the one who's been fired up all week, you know, walking into a hut in Malawi and coming across a young boy eating ants to survive. You know, and his mother told Ashraf that day that, you know what, today is a good day actually because we have ants for supper as well. And obviously for us being there, it's quite a shock to our system, a very emotional moment, you know, witnessing people eating ants, or whether it was in Mozambique, where you see people really eating grass if they can't find anything to eat. They literally just pick up the grass from the feet and they consume it to survive. You know, or it was in the Lebanon camp. I remember, you know, Uncle Ashraf, I was sitting with a young lady, mother and 3 children, 22 years old maybe. And I remember she was sitting in a small tent, had no food, couldn't find her husband, severe medical conditions for the entire family. And she just said, you know what, you know how many times I thought of killing myself and my children. Yeah, and I sat there, I think on this beautiful morning, you know, as the producer asked me, what's my topic for this morning? And I thought, you know what, Ashraf, we sit in our musallas, what's it today? The 13th or 14th of Ramadan. And we sit in our musallas and Allah have mercy on us. Ya Allah, forgive us. And Allah save us from the fire of hell. But Ashraf, isn't it true that Allah is answering our dua? Because the way I see it, Allah is answering our dua because He's bringing to our attention these situations around the world. But let's be honest, Ashraf, you and I, Allah doesn't need to. He doesn't need us. Allah is the creator of the situation. Allah is the creator of me, He's the creator of you, He's the creator of everything that we know of, everything that we don't know of. The mere fact that I'm able to lift my hand in this manner, my brain sending a signal to my fingers to close it and open it, to wave it, to move it around, the mere fact that light is able to go through the pupil of my eye, I'm not an expert, but I'm assuming it creates an image through my iris, and the image forms in my brain. I'm able to see you now, Ashraf. I'm able to hear what you're saying. That in itself, the creator that created that miracle, that I'm able to do that right now. Surely the creator can change the situation anywhere around the world.
Absolutely, you're right. Yeah. So I mean, therefore, if I have to then like personalize it, so a person listening right now, you know, how you know, what advice would you give them if they are not, to quote you, if they are not seeking Allah's favor? How should they go about seeking Allah's favor beyond their imagination?
But Allah is answering it to us. Allah is bringing us to their attention right now, which means right now in these days, especially in Ramadan, especially in this Mubarak day, we have to act. And there's one way to do that. You can donate, you can make dua, but you have to support what is the need out there, because it's not a choice. I don't see it as a choice. It is Allah showing to bring to our attention what is in front of our eyes, and we'll be answerable if we don't do something. And today is a perfect opportunity. One is being Friday. I think Ashraf Darika spoke yesterday about a pledge line we're having on different media platforms, whether it be on our website, the African Muslim Agency, or whether it be on the Ramadan TV or ITV tonight at 9:30 p.m. But that's an opportunity, basically, where people have a chance to pledge, to fulfill what's in their heart. We talk about, I mentioned about beyond imagination. There's an ayah Allah says, وَمَن يَتَّقِ اللَّهَ يَجْعَل لَهُ مَخْرَجًا وَيَرْزُقْهُ مِنْ حَيْثُ لَا يَحْتَسِبُ. Where Allah says, those who have God consciousness, God fearing, taqwa, piety, Allah will bless them from places they never imagined. Ashraf, never imagined. How can we even imagine the Creator who's telling us that we never imagined? He created our imagination, and we try to imagine something. We don't even have the capacity to think of His imagination and what that reward will be. So on this special day, on this beautiful day, let us seek His favor beyond our imagination by doing something. Let us feed a fasting person. Let us help people, those in need. You might not have to go to Afghanistan or Lebanon or Syria. It might be the person right next to you. It might be the person in your home that just needs a comforting word or a hug.
Absolutely. Well, I think well said, and certainly looking forward to watching the pledge line tonight around 9:30. Hussain Choonara from the African Muslims Agency. Well, there you are. This is that there's that wonderful surah from the Quran about Ar-Rahman, which talks about the favors. And here's an example. So seeking Allah's favors, but don't limit the favors. Asking for everything, so beyond our imagination. Good advice from you, Hussain Choonara. Thank you for your time, and assalamu alaikum. Indeed.
Shukran for having us. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alhamdulillah. I tell you what, the people of Palestine, well, they need favors. They need favors big time, considering what's been going on in that region for a long, long time, including overnight at the Masjid al-Aqsa compound. We'll pick up on that with Abir Zayad right after this.